Hey everyone, we haven't talked in a while, so why not have a weekend vlog and we'll catch up a little bit. As you can see, I'm getting ready to run. I haven't been running since I had COVID and then the surgery. I tried to run so far and it was awful, so let's see if this run is going to be better. I'm currently running 4K. If you remember last year at this time, I ran about 20K on a Saturday, so I have a long way to go. I basically gained a few kilos. It's not a big deal in general, but for running, it's hard on my knees. So let's see how that goes. My running companion today is going to be the Murderbot. I've been listening to the whole diaries and all the novellas and the novels, so now I'm on the fifth novella, Fugitive Telemetry, and that's gonna be fun. I'll catch up with you later. I'm slow. I'm really slow. My legs apparently are very much out of practice. I need a lot longer to get back into shape, I guess. Well, let's have a shower and practice. Because I'm an idiot, I forgot to turn on the camera. I turned on the microphone, so I have recorded what I said, and I'm too lazy to do it again. So you're going to get a voiceover while you're watching me read and can hear what I said just now. Sorry. I'm out of practice when it comes to vlogging, I guess. And it's about noon. I finished my breakfast and watched some booktube, and I'm so behind on videos. Honestly, I'm behind on everything. I also finally filmed and edited my review for The Every, which I finished this week. And now let's just have some reading time. I've been reading I Want to Die, But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki all week, and it's an entertaining read. It is a nonfiction following the author in her therapy session, and it's mostly transcriptions of her sessions with her therapist and then a little bit commentary, one page usually. It's sort of a fast, light read. It feels a little bit like it. And it's very interesting to see her and how she thinks and the things the therapist says. Very interesting to follow, but it's also very fitting for my mind this week. I've been overworked for weeks and my brain has trouble focusing. Especially this week has been hard and I haven't slept through any nights. So at night I maybe have read the same sentence 10 times before I understood what was said. But since it's a transcript of a conversation, it's rather easy to follow the concept and there's no big storyline to remember. So that's perfect for the week. And I'm highly enjoying the writing, despite it just being conversations. I don't know if you can enjoy the writing there, but the conversations, they just feel so fun is also the wrong word for therapy. I don't know. I'm enjoying this, and I love the cover and the title. When I saw that, I didn't know it was a nonfiction and what it was, but I just wanted to have it the first time I saw this and heard about it. And now I'm on my way to the office. I know it's a weekend, but I've fallen behind so far that it really stresses me out that I asked my boss if I could work on the weekend to catch up a little bit and get paid for it, because I could always work on the weekend, but the getting paid part is not there always. So why am I doing this? Basically, I work in a little team in a department where we're all overworked and we're in a restructuring process to get that better for over a year now, and nothing happened other than that more and more people have left. So we were understaffed before, and now we're even more understaffed. For my little team, that means that when we're fully staffed, we're 6 people. In November last year, someone left for maternity leave and hasn't been replaced yet. Then by the end of March, someone retired who hasn't been replaced yet. In May, someone cut down to part-time, or rather half-time, only working 20 instead of 40 hours, and she's leaving next week or so. And she should have been replaced, but the person decided or got a better offer and didn't show up last week. So we're basically drowning in work. I've been working for 2 people since April, which, of course, if I think about it, it's not possible to do the work for 80 hours planned in 40 hours without any consequences. So I am trying to catch up. There are a lot of things that are seasonal in my job. So April, May are always very, very busy and high demand with data that needs to be entered and dealt with. And I fell behind, and I don't like falling behind. I don't mind having a lot of work, and I don't mind having busy days and a lot to do and not a lot of leisure time or time to think about things during work. The basic data entry part is high demand right now, and I fell behind on that. I'm struggling to deal with anything apart from emails and phone calls on a daily basis. That's why I decided to go in this weekend and spend some hours entering the data so that that's off my desk, off my shoulders, and I can relax a little bit more. And I genuinely am more of a person who rather works 7 days a week instead of 5 or 4, but has shorter days. Currently, most of my work days are 10-hour days, and I don't even want to work 8-hour days. So that is not sustainable for me, which is also why I'm so scatterbrained and I'm so exhausted and I don't do anything else but work. And that's not what I want. So I'm hoping with going in this weekend, working a few hours in the afternoon, where it's super hot today, and tomorrow we're having 30 plus degrees. So what else am I going to do? And I will feel less stressed next week and maybe can only do 8-hour days instead of 10-hour days and read after work again. That's the plan. Good morning, or rather afternoon. It's sort of 12:30 now. I don't know what happened to the morning. It kind of got away from me. I was awake super early and I thought I could read in bed, but then I fell asleep again. And yeah, that kind of happens a lot to me. I wake up early, think I can read, and then I fall asleep, and then I sleep too long. But I finished reading I Want to Die, But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki in bed this morning after I woke up again. And I highly enjoyed this, which feels strange to say about such a personal book. Or is it? I don't know. It really feels like I'm very, very curious about her life and her personal details, because that's what all this book is about, herself and her therapy and her struggles. And I found that all very interesting. It was very easy to read. At some points, I thought, oh my God, this person must be so annoying. But at others, I also thought it must be very difficult and exhausting to be her and to live like that. So I was compassionate, or is it empathetic? Empathic? I don't know what the word is. Anyways, the book isn't only her therapy sessions. The last 30 or 40 pages about were some self-reflection and essays about different topics of her dealing with her struggles and different things in life, and also after therapy and with her family things. Very short essays, 1 or 2 pages mostly. I thought those were also very interesting to read about her life without this therapy session. And there's also a note by the therapist about how she felt about being recorded and part of this book, and she comments on her advice in therapy. I thought that was very interesting and informative and added context to the therapy, which isn't given in the beginning. So I highly recommend this if you are curious about any of the content, especially if you're dealing with low self esteem and criticize yourself a lot, judge yourself, and have trouble loving yourself, which are some of the topics that are discussed in the therapy. I also finished listening to Fugitive Telemetry last night after work. I don't really have much to say. You've heard me ramble about the Murderbot Diaries a lot. I have listened least to Fugitive Telemetry because for some reason I can't quite connect with the story as much as with the others, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I just enjoy it less than the other 6 books, 5 books, 5. Anyways, I don't know what I'm going to listen to next. I just browsed Audible a little bit. I still have 1 credit for my German Audible, so maybe I'm going to listen to Siddhartha. That would be 4 hours or so and a reread for me. I think that would be a nice thing to listen to with the mood I'm in currently, which I can't focus on too much content and long-term story. Anyways, I'm also about to leave the house and go for a walk, so listening to the audiobook then. And then I'll stop by the office again, hopefully not for 5 hours again, a little bit shorter maybe today, but who knows. And after that, if it doesn't rain because it's supposed to have thunderstorms after we're done with having 30 plus temperatures, I might hang out in the park a little bit more. I'm catching up later. I don't know what next book I'm going to read. Probably The Disaster Tourist, which is over there and I can't reach it. I'll show it to you later. It's 6:40 and I'm still at the office, and I think I have about 1.5 to 2 hours left of finishing up something I want to finish to feel better about all the things that I've done today and that I don't have to do in the future. So I will not go and read in the park. I will just go home afterwards and drop dead on my couch, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm currently making myself dinner, instant ramen, because that's all I have at the office. That's okay too. I like instant ramen. It's not healthy, but who doesn't like them? Anyways, I'm going to end the vlog here. You don't have to wait for me to start any reading anymore. I started listening to Siddhartha. I'm halfway through, and it's very enjoyable. I remember some parts of the story. I read it about 20 years ago, so that's not unsurprising that I forgot a lot. But the audiobook is nice, it's enjoyable. I can listen to it very fast and easily while walking. So probably finishing that tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Let me know how your weekend was and if you have read any of the books I talked about today or whatever you want to tell me about your weekend. Thank you all. Bye bye.